Today, I'm not sure about actual videos, but I gotta practice some finials, so I'm just putting the camera on and see what kind of stuff I come up with. I have me a set of bead cutting chisel set here. Got these, so I'm thinking about giving them a shot, see what happens. Basically, the first thing I'm going to do is just round this all off, get all the bark off. That went in quite a bit, so I got to find out where it stopped at, and then see what happens. So, all right, let me just put the face shield on. There we go. Let's see what we got this thing spinning at. I should be able to get it up there quite a bit. 1670, I guess. Should be fine. All right. So now I know where my part off is going to be at. It's already correct. Yeah. And worried about this side here. So the top is going to be somewhere in this area here. Top will be here. So I stay on this side of that crack. I can start the bottom here. So we'll go up a little bit. We'll put a bead here, and itty bitty here, and then the rest of this all goes down to a point with somewhere in this area here going whatever that's going to go. So I got it marked out. First time I've done that. So let's see how this all goes. And trade off the 1/2 inch to 3/8 spindle guides here. And excellent, you know what? I don't know how this bead set stuff goes, so let me start out with that. Let me see how that works. So the first bead's gonna be in here. That's about the size I want. Okay, that's cool. I know it's probably cheating. I know y'all saying that's all right. If you're weak at something, then you figure it out. Right now, I'm weak at beads and all the other stuff with finial. My workaround, bead cutting chisel. Okay, so we're just gonna bring this in. I got me a little detail gouge here. So let me see how she's gonna wanna play. Out of that set that I got. Should have brought this thing out a long time ago. I'm doing also working the first thing I get. Look at this, huh? That's all I want. I'm doing right now is just cleaning away from where I cut it open with the bead. Trying to get this part here to the size I like to get. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. All right, she getting there. Let's strip it there. I'm gonna bring this down some. This will come more to a point as I get going. As I get this more and more done. Once I get this part here. So in fact, no, I don't want to do that yet. I'm not there. All right, so let me finish sizing this up. This has got to go down a little bit more. So let's see how. Yeah. And that looks a lot nicer. This here, I can just bring that end over here down to a point. So, all right, this is a nice size here. Let me get this part here down and stop making it look so awkward. And then, I guess I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. All right, let's go. Aye, that's what I get for pushing. Aye, 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 aye. Let it cut, don't push. Dang it. All right, let's put another log up here. That's what today's all about. First thing I need to do is get rid of this right here. Then I'm gonna round it off, get all the bark out. And I know I got a crack here, but that's fine because I can work that out because this is gonna be the top. So let's get rid of the barky stuff first. And then a little closer here, now that's out of the way. Let's round it off. And that's just nice. It'll still be wet. Woo, that crack's gone all the way through. All right. Fun challenges ahead. I can deal with that. I'm good at doing that. As long as it didn't crack all the way down, just find out. Only one way to know. Let's get the gigging. Yeah, I still feel it. It's deep. Yeah, it's deep. Oh, I'm getting to the end of it. All right, I got one of them to stop. Yeah, that's right there. That'd be my problem child. Aha! That one there I can get past. See? Just a little crick. So that's good. And then this side, oh yeah, I can easily get past that. Get everything down to about this size. And then swap over to another tool and see what kind of mess I can make. The one thing I just got to learn to do is learn to be careful. Oh, learn to be careful. Learn to be patient with the tools. I say it to myself every single time I catch myself doing it. Slow down, stop pushing. But it's easier said than done. But when you're doing this stuff, you know, I'm not, let's put it like this. I'm pretty new at this, so it hasn't become second nature for me yet. Like a lot of turners, things just come second nature to them. I'm an old guy. It takes me longer to learn new tricks. But you can still teach me. So this would be a good, I think a good starting point. Maybe let's see all the cracks. All right. This here, let me do a fancy little bead or something here, just to come in, and then from the bead up to a point, because this crack right here, it pretty well goes into this the top, so it's gonna have to get that somewhere. It might even end up shorter because of it. Let's see if I can. I know I can't get it all off, but all right, she's getting there. I think I can get that out. There's not much left on it. I don't know if you can tell or not. I'll try to zoom in. But all right, let's stop messing over here. Let's start going down here. Find where my bead's gonna go. Put a bead on there. This is basically where the top's coming off. Right here. That's gonna be the top. So all this here is marksments. All right, so I'm gonna thin this down to here. Yeah, sounds good. And make a bead right there, and then make the base. Yeah, base with a finial, or that can be the what do you call it, the little tenon that you're gonna use to glue in. All right, so I got that. Let me just mark it a little bit with my skew. Come on. Where's the bead? All right, here's the bead right here. So I'm gonna straighten this out some. That's it. Might as well bring this all the way down, then make the bead. So I make a bead down here, and then once I do, all this is gonna get thin, and that'll be done. So let's start working that bead. So I guess I want a big bead maker now. I can make a bigger bead on the bottom. Bigger bead, bigger mess. And I can do this one. Yeah, that's too big. You get a smaller one. All right, let me open this corner here a little bit. It's giving me too much trouble. I can't get in. All right, now I should be able to get in there clean. Stop the catching. That's enough. Looks pretty nice. I can make that all go down thin. All right, now I got to be careful. So, ay, caramba, don't do that. Don't do anything stupid. Bring this down just a smidgen. Ah! another one busted. All right. Put another one up here. Here's another oak. All right. So, will the third time be the charm? You know, they say it comes in threes. Well, it comes in threes. That means I'm going to destroy this one too. Ike! Let's get my rough and gouge out here and clean this up. What I'm doing it now, trying to get it down, but okay, so this here is the top. Then to here, and make this a, there we go. If I do it, maybe here. Do a bigger one, have it shape going down, coming up, a smaller one, shape going down to a point. Okay, sounds interesting. And then so this will be the bead. So that means the bottom is gonna be this area here is for the tenon. Not the tenon to stick on whatever I'm gonna drill it to go into. I gotta change one. So let me get rid of couple marks on here. Not so bad, I can do it right now, but and I know you can't get better price, but easier said than done. So let's get this piece on here. What? What did I just do? No way. Let's try that again. No way. I want to put a tenon over here so I can get it on a truck. It's probably going to be a lot easier to get things done that I want done. So then I ain't worried about it being between centers and I get rid of my till stock. Alright. Get the skew in here and clean this up just a tad bit. Nice. Whoop. Nice little couple of turns. Ah. Just bring this all down a little bit here. Something more manageable for what I want. Just watch the knuckle. Whoa! And watch the piece and don't force it because I don't like it. Remember, you just got a little hold on it. You got a hold on it. Alright. She's holding good. So let's fix him without breaking him. see what we got here. All right, now it's gotta bring that a little along, thin this out a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Looking like a bowling pin. Hey, that's a bowling pin closer to a finial than I got before. So, keep the thing going. I can get the detail spindle in here, clean that all up, and then I'll start working on bringing a tenon down. So tenon's going to go in a little less than that. So I don't think I want to do this. Yeah, later. It's a little big. Shrink this down some. Yeah. Ah! I should have just left it. That's all right. What I was trying to do is I wanted to take this part here and just kind of shrink it down some to this and see if I can just, I don't know. But I got it too thin down here where the tenon's gonna be. I mean, I could glue it back on, but that takes away the fun. So, these are the ones that I can break and put back on. You know, at least on here. Why not? I got time. You got time? It's a nice little piece. It's got quite a bit of work already done to it. Let's see what kind of other things I can do with it. You still utilize this going down. I just make this one smaller than this one. And then under here, I'll put the tenon. So the actual finial will be that much. Now, I have no idea how the hell I did that, but I'll take it. Yeah, let's just sand it down. Yeah. That 400 looks pretty sweet. So let's go ahead and put some sand sealer on it, polish it up a little, and then bring down what I want for the nub that's gonna go in the whatever gets drilled for the where the finial is going to fit, and then put it off. That's it. All right, just put me a little bit on here and just kind of work it in a little bit. All right, I got it up to 3, so let's just work it in here. Nice, but look at that grain. It's pretty sweet. All right, I'm gonna work this in first by myself. Let's go ahead and polish this bad boy up a little bit. This video is really started out on just doing what I'm doing right now. Just to learn how to do a finial, try to make one. I had, I'll show you the compartments to them, but 3 failures. However, looking at them all, a couple of them I had the right jaws I can put on and put it up here, and just turn this up a little bit, bring it up to 1,000 or so. Remember how that tip was out here a little bit? You know, I knew it was going to work its way down. You got to remember, this is the golden tree. That center, it ain't sticking for squat. So I brought it down far enough as much as it wanted to until it quit doing what it was doing, which ended up with a little nibby nubby. That's all right. I ain't worried about it. I ain't mad. All right, folks. There it is. One weird looking finial. All right. So I'm gonna part it off down here, but I need to bring this part here and maybe a little bit more. So I'll stop maybe to here. Alright, this should do it. Yep, just at 5 mil. Maybe I'll give it a little more. I'm pushing my luck. Alright, let me see here. Go slow and easy, just a little one, just small. Maybe half of this. Let's cut off the bottom piece here. Cool about having scissors in your area when you need it. Yeah, that's just a little glue to go right in. Bingo! There you got it. All right, so I did have a success after all. The video won't be a total waste. All right. Although we had a number of failures. Line it all up here to make sure you get it all. Yep. A number of failures. Put them all right up here. Don't be ashamed. That's your hard work at work. And nothing to be ashamed about because you learned something today. So, started out with this thing in there. Snap. Went to this in there. Snap. Put it on here. Snap. Hey, this one here, that snap. Not only did it snap at the neck, it actually split it in half. That's talent. I'll still be able to salvage this, I believe. I can put it in a little thing like this, actually turn it around, put it in just right. Even if it puts a little couple markings on it, I ain't worried about it. But I can bring that down just to make a tenon like the bottom part here, 5 mil thing, just to have a part to glue down. Take the rest of it out, and look, I can still salvage that. Pretty much as I did with this, because this was dead. This was gone. It was kaput. It's not to be mounted. But you know what? Let's put it on. Line it up. You never know what's going to happen. Like this one here. I know I got a drilled out right there. I'm going to do something weird with this. I haven't figured it out yet. These here, I might be able to use them as a jam chuck or something. You never know. I don't throw nothing away. So, all right, folks. However, that is what we did end up with after the 4th try. And like I said, I like it. It's something to start with. I'll put it in a nice, safe place out there. Don't get lost. So when I'm ready for it, I'll have it. All right. Until the next video, everybody. Y'all have yourself a blessed day. See ya.